The White House spent all weekend pushing back against the new book that repeatedly claims President Trump is unfit for office. The president's allies blitzed the Sunday news shows to counter quotes from some of his closest aides who said he's unstable and ill-equipped for the presidency. The author, Michael Wolff, is in Studio 57 this morning. We will hear from him in just a moment. But first, Margaret Brennan is at the White House with the response that started at the top. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Well, the president spent a working weekend at Camp David aimed at laying out the Republican legislative agenda, including immigration reform. But he repeatedly took time out in combative style to rebut a scathing review of a book about him.
I consider it a work of fiction.
With Republican allies beside him, President Trump displayed his own fire and fury over Michael Wolff's book. The author obtained scathing quotes from former chief strategist Steve Bannon, who the president now refers to as Sloppy Steve.
That's why Sloppy Steve is now looking for a job.
On Sunday, Bannon tried to walk back his remarks, specifically that Donald Trump Jr.'s June 2016 meeting with Russians to obtain damaging information on Hillary Clinton was treasonous. In a statement, he claimed those comments were not aimed at Don Jr., but rather aimed at Paul Manafort, the Trump campaign chairman who had also attended the meeting. Throughout the book, the president is characterized as semi-literate and having a problem with reality. Investor and longtime friend Tom Barrack is cited as saying he is not only crazy, he's stupid. Barrack since denied that remark. On Saturday, Mr. Trump tried to brush off damaging comments attributed to economic advisor Gary Cohn, who allegedly said the president is an idiot surrounded by clowns.
Gary hopefully will be staying for a long time.
And on Twitter, the president defended his mental fitness, saying that he is a, quote, genius and a very stable genius at that. The president's mental state has been publicly questioned before, most notably by Republican Senator Bob Corker.
The president has not yet been able to demonstrate the stability nor some of the competence that he needs to demonstrate.
And more frequently by Democrats like California Congressman Adam Schiff.
We have a seriously flawed human being in the Oval Office.
Across TV networks on Sunday, the president's allies came to his defense, perhaps none so vehemently as advisor Stephen Miller.
The president is a political genius who won against a field of 17 incredibly talented people.
After that segment, Miller was asked to leave the set and, according to a CNN source, refused to do so. He was then escorted out by security. President Trump later tweeted that the anchor who did the interview was full of, quote, hatred and unfairness, which Norah suggests that the president himself was watching.
Margaret, thanks.